So, I am beginning to regret making the title a Bob the Builder reference and naming the guy Felix, because that's probably going to kill half of my viewer base because they're just not going to want to deal with it. Hello everybody, my name is Archivin, and this is Conquest of Elysium 4. I am back after a very long period of time. If I ever don't post anything in a while, just yell at me in the comments and I'll post something shortly. Just need a little bit of motivation every now and again. Anyway, as I was catching up on what we were doing before, and I was remembering that we have a lot of iron deposits that we could get our hands on. Hopefully this guy isn't going to take one of them, but I don't think he will. But we are definitely going to want to take some of these within the next few episodes to completely bolster our ability to recruit units, because 4 is not going to be enough. We need more of those, and then we also need more Enchanter's apprentices, because that'll be very handy in helping to create our armies. And also, if I could take over swamplands, that'll be great, because then I can start making Terratuga soldiers, I believe is what they're called. Terracotta soldiers, and they pretty much cost no iron or anything like that, so I can just crank those guys out indefinitely. I could make another gargoyle, which I will, because they are very useful. Ooh, I could actually make another one. Could I? No, I could not. I'd have to wait 2 turns. And then are you doing anything? Animate tools. What do you do again? Cart full of tools to come alive. These tools will float and dance in the unknown base of orders. Cleaning a house, fetching water. Oh yeah, I can animate tools. I need to actually do that in my main tower as well, because once I do that, it'll start generating more gold. But 1 more gold, except after a while that'd be useful. And then if I do that here, it'll generate another gold as well. And it's not that expensive, I don't believe. Oh, it's 10 iron. That's pretty bad. However, the faster I get that up, the more money it'll continue to generate me. And I believe that's all I can do this turn. Oh, forgot those. Gotta use the arrow keys. That's all I can do this turn, so I'm gonna end it. And, yep, I think he won that as well, because I did not have a lot left. Hopefully I did a number on him, though. I did not do a number on him. Crap. So there goes one of my main sources of iron. Now I'm only getting 2 iron a turn. I believe he should be somewhere in this direction. Just the entire army of the old ones, because that's 2 armies of theirs, I believe, that I've seen in the last couple of turns. So they're right next to me. And what we're going to do about that is take probably most of our main force. I say our main force is down here. It's not much to look at, of course. In fact, I'm probably going to take most of it. In fact, I can't take any of it without I'm probably going to take it, start heading up here, pick up the the gargoyle and the tree spirit, wood golem, take that back. In fact, that's what I'm going to do, because I believe this area should be generally safe. Let's fight off that snake. Then Felix, you still have nothing you can do. So, since you can't move, how afraid am I of you? I'm very, just because that regeneration and that 57 health. You shouldn't move off of your tile though, so my fortress should be relatively safe. Let's check out just us crushing the snakes. The snakes. There we are. Go over here. Don't use special power transfer unit. Grab the tree. And the other gargoyle. Bizzello. And let's continue up this way. While Felix, you are going to come back over here and repeat the ritual of animating swords, because we're going to need a lot of those. Stone, ice. There's something to be said about having the power to make your neighbor's backyard come alive and beat him to death. That is a very useful thing to be able to do. Just that bundle of trees over there is now alive and actively hunting you down. We live in a terrifying world here in Conquest of Elysium. So if I go here, I should be able to move the next turn. I'll only have one movement if I go here, I'll have two if I go here. But does that really matter? They're not on there anymore. And we found another coal mine. 1 dwarf arbalist and 6 dwarves. We'll take this and then we'll take that. But we need all the coal we can get. You, my friend, are still turning out swords. Yes, you are. So we'll take that over. We'll have to end our turn here. Then we'll take that over. And should we go hunting for the undead? The cult people. I know my people are powerful, especially you. However, you're not indestructible and you don't heal. So I think the sooner that we just go straight gunning for them, the better, in all honesty. Yeah, let's go hunt them down. 4 arbalists, so that means how many were there? 17. 13 dwarves, 4 arbalists. That'll tear me apart. Yes, I did actually have to count that out on my fingers, don't judge me. There's some dwarves walking around the mountains. They should leave us alone though, because we will absolutely wreck them if they don't. Know your place, dwarves. And I actually have enough to... You know what, I said it might not entirely be worth it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's animate some tools. And the mop bucket and the broom will start generating me a gold. 1 gold a month. Then with Felix and his swords, I'll come down over here to the hills. Not the hills, the swamps. Start crafting those terracotta soldiers. So that we can eventually take these 2 coal mines. With this army hunting on after the old ones. We cannot let them raise up Cthulhu and his friends, Cthulhu and friends, like it's some sort of early morning TV show. Okay, I was just hoping I could set that up. Transfer units. We want you to have nobody. Then take all the swords. 2 swordsmen. 1 of them. We're not going to take too much, because we don't want to leave our fortress undefended, because once that thing's gone, we lose. Actually, could we recruit from here? No, we can't. It doesn't have the little crown next to it. Alright. I will say I am a bit afraid of how... We definitely want that. I'm a bit worried about how slow this is all going. So you can animate armor. We don't need you to be doing that right now. We'll teach you how to do something else later. But I am a bit concerned. There we are, concerned. About how slow we're going, because everybody else is going to be building up fast. Aha, there you are. Spring is here. Carl the Burgmeister. 13 units. They're weakened. They're healing. Versus our 15. You're going down, buddy. And we have enough money to teach Haglo here how to do something useful. Like create a flesh golem. That's not useful. What's that we need? Taking 5 random corpses and sticking them together. Now where do I get 5 random corpses at? I'm guessing battle sites. The high cultists have been eliminated. Sweet. So that was the only army wandering around. Dude, I hate how they kill all my swords. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Unfortunately, we lost our commander, so now this army is just going to be kind of standing there. We'll get the new guy to go and pick them up, depending on how many people are left. I did not expect them to just one-shot him, though. But we are winning this pretty handedly. You've taken no damage. He's the tank of the group. He's supposed to have taken the most damage. But Haglo, you're going to go here to pick up those guys. Let's give you like a sword, a 2. Just so you don't get jumped by like 3 snakes and killed. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't know what those are, so the fastest route might be like this. Alright. But that's good news that we managed to eliminate them. Now what we want to do is find their fortress and claim that. Because having that fortress on our side is definitely going to be a boost to not only our money and our defensiveness, but it'll give us another place we can recruit from. Which, the more spread out we can be, the better. Because my goal is to have just a ton of these guys, a ton of enchanters, just everywhere recruiting people, and have like generals running around to the different enchanters picking up all the soldiers. Because these guys are essentially mobile barracks. Speaking of which, we need to get Felix down to one of these swamps. How many swords do we have now? 1, 2. Because I gave him some, right? But we're getting that 4 again, which is good. We can actually use that to make another animated armor. Or I could keep saving up for like another wood golem or a stone golem. I say transfer units 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2 commanders. We're gonna risk moving down here. And on the way down here, we'll take this forest and make it alive. There's 18 dwarves here. However, they probably jump in between the different coal mines. So that's the only force down here defending these 2 coal mines. We could probably take them if I get a tree golem guy. But again, I'm always, as these people, I'm a lot more hesitant to these people. As enchanters, I'm a lot more hesitant to just get into combat because a majority of our units cannot heal. So, as you can imagine, that is a big toad. Looks like we're going down to that tile. As you can imagine, having an army that just cannot heal itself. That was a lot more efficient. I was planning doot, which would have taken me about 3 turns to get here. Or 2 turns, and then I wouldn't have been able to move there, but doing that, I can now just stroll on over. Sweet. As you can imagine, having armies that can't heal makes it a lot harder to live. There's not a toad over here, that's good. Because these toads are monstrous. 63 health, they poison your units, and they themselves can't be poisoned. And they do a lot of damage with their bites. One, 2, 3, transfer units. Take all of these. Take all of them. And you're gonna move up north now. That's gonna be an easy take. That one I believe is gonna be fairly easy. This one I'm concerned about. These 2 I'm kind of concerned about because 18 dwarves. Dwarves are howdy little creatures, as we learned in my last campaign. But they're howdy little weird insect things. Let's check out this map for a minute. Who's red? Red's not me, is it? Red's the witch. That's not good. What color am I? I'm green. So I am right here. So go me. I am the lowest in the rank so far, but I probably don't get all the starting bonuses that the AI does. Let's end another turn. And let's look around. You, take that watchtower. What can you see? There's no one guarding the silver mine. So that means the cultists must have taken it first. And then moved on. So that means they should be somewhere more up north. Again, that's just me assuming. So Felix has finally made it to his swamp, where he will begin to just sculpt terracotta soldiers. And what I'm hoping is that they're kind of like animated armor, except made out of clay and doesn't take this to make. Speaking of which, can you create a flesh golem here? Where do I get this? I remember being able to get this somewhere. Would there be any right here? Oh no, I think if I go to some of the places that necromancers can get their death from, then these guys can get it as well. Let's end the turn. We're not going to be making any Frankensteins just yet. 1, 2, an empty coal mine. Oh, that's really good. We are definitely going to want to collect those. Then Felix. Special power. Repeat. Terracotta soldiers. What do you do? 5 health, 4 strength, 1 to 5 damage, 2 range, that's really good. 2 armor, so not as much armor as some of my other units, but still quite a bit. A bunch of resistances, but never heals. And I meant to click on the sword. How much armor do you have? 4. Yeah, so not as much armor, but it actually has health. So let's get up quite a few of those guys. Hopefully we'll be able to hire another... do I want to just go ahead and take this place? Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, I will. And then we'll travel back up. 6, that's really good now. We've almost doubled it since the beginning of this episode. We've got Felix making soldiers. Genoma is just generating us loads of cash. This place is actually generating us 1 more gold than it says it is because of you. And as we've learned, these guys are really good at defense because they get 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. If this element is attacked, the living tools will help in its defense. So really, those are the only things that we need, and this guy cannot cast living tools, unfortunately. Oh yeah, that takes an action point to do, doesn't it? Let's end the turn. We'll have you build up your army for like 4 more turns, and then start heading back. We'll take on you guys. And let's end the turn again. Not much we can do, unfortunately. Let's hope that they focus on the tree. They did not focus on the tree. It's not very good at dodging the tree. How much health does it still have? It has 47 health, so it lost 20. Start heading back up. 7 eye on a turn. We've got 51, so we can go and turn some of these mountains into things. And I forgot that we can actually recruit normal units, unlike the dwarves. Let's get some spearmen. Man, I could be expanding a lot faster if I remembered that. Let's get some archers. To make up for us not being able to get them. To make up for some of the tools that I've used that I haven't been able to get. Let's recruit a scout. Just so we can see invisible units, because some of those people just love to have invisible units. Some of the enemies. 9 archers and 9 spearmen. Can my tree and 4 bows take them on? Tree, how much armor do you have? None. I'm gonna say no and leave them alone. However, 3 extra gold will always be nice. A captain. Now, I've been spending money kind of haphazardly, except the captain is definitely something that I want. Because with you, I can transfer over some of those spearmen, some of the archers, and the scout, and then head down over to Felix to grab some of his terracotta soldiers, and now we can start having armies roam around. Ooh, there's a castle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is something that would be easy to take. Not with this army, but if we could move Felix up here, turn some of these mountains into our soldiers along the way. Turn some of these mountains into soldiers. That's a weird thing to think about. Just golemizing entire mountains. I believe we can do that anyway. I know we can do it with forest tiles. I'm sorry, do the forests have little animations? I'm looking at this one down here. Is it swaying back and forth, or am I just going crazy? I think it's swaying back and forth, which is kind of neat. Anyway, we're gonna have to look at the swayiness later of the forests and keep on moving. Let's end the turn again. Ooh, who are you? You had a color behind you, I believe. Yes, you did. Mounted Chief Barbarians. Which is why old fields of barbarians was... Yep, barbarians. They got a lot of soldiers over there, and they're gonna take my port. You keep heading towards Felix. Actually, I should probably turn you around. Don't want them to just take my capital out from under me. You, let's keep on scouting. Try to find that fortress that the other enemies spawned from. Oh, thank goodness, they didn't actually take my port. I wonder why they didn't take my port. That was just like an easy, free game right there. Ten units, most are bowmen. Yeah, we're not gonna deal with that. You keep on heading down. Excuse me for just 1 second. Okay, so we know why they didn't go down there. They were picking someone up. Are these the same? They're not the same, because some of these guys had damage. An Onyx Priestess. I believe this is this a different group? I'm sorry if I'm not able to tell, but I think that's a different color. I think we just saw the Barbarian. No, that's the same? Or is it different? I can't tell. The colors are too similar for me. You go down there, transfer units. Grab all the terracotta soldiers. And in fact, Felix, you two, you guys are both gonna start heading away. Yeah, you can't even make any more terracotta soldiers, it's just a plain now. I wonder how many you can make before it turns the swamp into the plain. Because we got a good like 5, 6 out of there. Or maybe it's as long as he's on it, it'll be done. It'll be good. Let's see if those dwarves react and try to take back that coal mine. And let's start trying to get back towards my base with these guys. Because I'm a bit scared with how many... Yeah, they took it finally. And they left. I'm a bit scared with how many enemies are wandering around. You're going to be taking a scouting path back to base, I'm afraid. Well, these two are going to kind of beeline it. I want them to stay together because it's much safer that way. There's 23 of them there. Unfortunately, there's nothing super scary. You know what, Felix can craft a stone golem from right here. It'll get rid of one of our irons. However, I think I'm going to stick with wood golems for right now. Just because I don't want to... Iron's very useful for us to have. And the more apprentices that we get, like Hagalio over here, Hagalo, the better, more useful iron is, because then we can just have people sitting there making soldiers for us. So, come on, let's get out of here. There you go. Kind of want to take him over. Kind of want to go back to there. I kind of want to do a lot of stuff. So we're going to go down here and then continue on. Alright, so just Felix now. Felix is going to head back to base. And then Varric is going to go exploring. Felix, you are going to make... I'd prefer if it wasn't you doing this, because you're useful. You can do a lot more, make a lot better soldiers for us. However, the other guy is not able to do it, actually. He's not able to make anything too useful besides armor. Which we can almost afford to just have him be sitting there on armor. We have 117 iron, which we definitely need to be doing something with. Let's craft some crossbowmen. Or recruit some crossbowmen. And we'll need to teach him whenever he gets back. That's what we'll be doing. So hop on up here, you're one away. You are going to explore. These guys, 26 hit points. They hurt a lot. These guys hurt a lot. We could probably take them all though. Especially with 17 people. However, I don't want to lose any of my units to... Especially with some of these other armies floating around here. Do I not have the ability to cross rivers? I guess I don't. Oh man, we have so many iron deposits around us. We seriously are going to need to start taking these. In fact, yeah, let's start doing that. You start taking over there. Hagalo, hop back in there. Use special power. This is Hagalo, right? Yes. Animate sword, animate bow. There we go. In turn. Hey, we won. Let's see. Come on, you guys can attack from 2 tiles, right? No, so am I. Terracotta soldiers. I spent so long making those. All of the terracotta soldiers. Dang. They weren't too useful. Alright, you, Hagalo, use a special power. repeat, making bows. So now we're just going to have swords and bows coming out of this place on repeat. And I believe I can recruit a commander. I can. So that commander's just going to sit there for a while, take those swords and bows coming out on repeat. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places getting us ore. Total of 9 ore a turn. So that's not even putting a dent in how much we're getting a turn. We need more. We need to recruit more apprentices, actually. Varric, go check out this town. We're going to want to take that port again. So we're going to end that turn, and I believe this is going to be the last turn of the episode. So thank you all very much for watching. We've nearly more than doubled our iron income. We've eliminated another player. However, unfortunately, we still are at the very bottom of the charts, but that should start spiking as we start creating our armies. Creating more units. Just the thing that these guys are very good at is income generation. With some of the tools they're able to make, we can start like doubling our income very fast, especially if we can get over here with Felix, Hagelo, and create some tools over there. But I'm sorry about there being a lack of episodes for a while. Hopefully I'll start getting on a regular schedule. I'm hoping to do like 1 or 2 episodes a week. I'm not quite sure yet. But, you know, excuses and all that stuff. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time in Conquest of Elysium 4. Until then, have a good day.